We are back, JDs and Lentilmen.
Yes, hello, welcome back. Still
Oh,
spooky time. Apologies for the late start of the stream. I had some business to take care of after work, so was running a little late. But we're here now, and we're going to get spooky.
And some music, so they're already here. They're already primed. They're already buttered up.
Very good. And I've just put on some background ambience as well.
Yes. I was working on
ambiance.
one of my go-to experiments for when I'm feeling in the mood is trying to write for bagpipe and heavy metal guitar.
That's not a bad mix. Just different mix, you know.
Yep. Sample Sodakra and/or Flogging Molly.
Ah, yes, flogging mollies. I am well aware of. So, being that it's spooky season, and it's been a while since we've done it, we're going to play the monster game, which, if people are new to the stream and they're not aware of that, that's when we basically each pick a part of a monster, and we just make a mix and match, essentially. But this time, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to make a slasher villain. Or slasher killer.
Slasher, no slashing. Oh, walks away.
I was literally just thinking of drawing Swiper as Jason Voorhees, but alright. Alright, I will write the list down.
It'll be 6 like normal.
Alright. So what do we want to start with?
Alright. We can start with you. Do you have a D6, or should we just go ahead and do like the normal pick a number?
Hold on, I can grab one. Let me dig my shelf here real quick. I got a whole bag of D6s. Alright, I will roll a 1.
Good. That's a good name for a D&D horror flick. Die 6.
Yeah, he's a killer that's really into blackjack or craps. I don't know what games use dice. Lawn Dart Man. Yeah, there we go.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I did. I rolled a 1.
All right. Well, you get the best part. You get to choose the mask.
Ooh.
Now don't do a hockey mask because we know somebody that's already got that.
Yeah, we do. Man, I really want to say fun.
And if you do a clown mask, you have to like be original because that's done all over the place.
You know what? No, I'm gonna do a Mickey Mouse mask.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Oh wait, no.
Are you infringing on my property?
Actually, technically, no, because the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse is now, in fact, public domain.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, free use and parody and all that. They can suck it. So mask. Besides, it's gonna not be specifically Mickey Mouse.
Gotcha. All right. Storm Song, if you want, you can roll a d6.
Okay.
And if you get a 1, I'll just somehow randomize it.
Also, admiring my chicken scratch handwriting.
6.
Did you
I
roll?
got a 6.
Oh, 6. Well, shit. The special. And what I mean special is like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the things are. It's like mask, shirt, pants, shoes, weapon, and special. And special, oh shit, what did I intend?
I was hoping murder weapon would have its own category, so...
It does. The murder weapon is its own category. Special could be anything like, like a tattoo or... Like, oh, he's got a piece of rebarb sticking through his chest, or just something.
It's funny that's where my brain went, so give me a second to think on
that. Did I take it?
Not exactly.
Is this... Are we playing Until... Or not Until Dawn. What's the fucking... Dead by Daylight, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. He has a stop sign impaled through his chest. The pole,
Alright.
and then the sign is just bent and sticking up behind him.
So which end? So which end is the stop plate? Is it behind him or in front of him?
Let's go with behind.
That would make more sense.
No. Sorry, not a stop sign. A deer crossing sign.
Oh god, that's even better.
I was about to call him the Stop Stein Slasher. Oh, I know how this slasher died. He wasn't paying.
He was driving back roads and fucking deer ran out in the middle of the road. Because
You
they
know
do
what
that
kind
a
of-
lot.
You know what deer was it?
Bambi.
No, it was
No.
the human-faced deer that says uncomfortable truths.
Oh.
You're late again. You're always late because you really don't actually value what you're doing.
This is the last time you will be late, though. Jumps out in the woods.
Oh God!
No, wait, he crashes after seeing him, and when he's dying in the car, he comes up to him and he says, I guess you'll never have to worry about being late again, now will you?
Don't mind me, I'm just drawing Murderous Grimace over here.
Alright, I'll go ahead and take a whack at it.
Alright.
Unless at this very moment, Whacker joins the party! Okay, that's gonna happen.
Are you just trying to summon him like a tulpa? Is that what we're doing?
Kinda.
I would go yell at him, but that would kill the stream if I did.
Alright.
So what do you got, Andy?
Hold on a minute. Alright, I got... Oh! No, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna take shoes.
Oh.
Work boots.
Okay. Solid choice. I was going to say moon shoes personally if I would have gotten that, but
What, moon shoes?
yeah. I mean that's just the goofy answer. But I'm a shit poster, so what can I say? Work boots are good though for a murderer.
Just like 3 subscriptions in the next 3 minutes. We'll replace the work boots with moon boots. Like and subscribe.
Potentially.
Andy, why must you be this way? I guess it is kind of like Railway Wizard, isn't it?
Rail Wizard.
That was
This
one
is
of
the
my
horror
favorites.
story. This is the horror story the Rail Wizards tell each other.
Hold on.
All right.
I know of it somewhere.
Your turn, I think, Crispy. Roll a D. Roll a D3.
Oh, a D3. Okay.
Or a D6, and like 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 2, and 5, 6 is.
All right, that works.
That's usually.
I rolled a 6.
All right. Weapon. The slasher weapon.
I'm gonna go with lawn darts because that's funny as hell.
See, that's what I got when I rolled, but I was like, I'm not taking that from you guys.
Well, I was hoping I was going to get it, so I appreciate that, Andy. It's my party. I could stab it with the lawn darts if I want to.
Oh no, I was worried, like, man, Storm Song, I hope he doesn't get the mask.
I was fully expecting that to just turn into cosmic horror immediately.
It's a silver mask with ancient Asmerics with symbols carved into it, prophesizing this very day.
Yeah, it's a Death Eater
Actually-
from Harry Potter.
Actually, I could have gone with something way easier to get the same effect, which is the Phantom masks from Mario 2.
Oh man, I just had another fun idea for a mask. I don't want to change it though, since we already committed.
Committed is a good way to describe how this stream will end.
Well, Storm
Yeah.
Song.
Yes.
Flip a coin or something.
Odd.
Pants.
This is where I get to say fuck you guys. Made out of the belts of his victims.
Okay, so he's got Dahmer dungarees. Okay.
Yeah. Combined with that whole Final Fantasy effect of why are there so many belts?
Actually,
Sora?
Dahmer actually didn't skin people. I don't think. No, that was
Sora?
Indeed.
What are you doing with those lawn darts, Sora? Yeah.
Let's be honest, Goofy would be the murderer in that situation.
Goofy, what did you do? I told Mickey I'd protect you. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter from who.
I don't know about you guys. I definitely remember going to like family get-togethers or like picnics and stuff where people were playing with lawn darts. Like, I definitely remember people playing with lawn darts when I was a kid, and then they just disappeared, and probably because some people got impaled with them.
All right.
We've got to go and ruin all the fun.
Storm, do you mind if I give the last one to Crispy?
By all means.
All right, Crispy, I'll give you the last one. A shirt. What is a shirt?
I have a horrible idea.
I was thinking of I Love Disneyland or something like that.
I was gonna go with an Ahego face shirt, but
Oh,
we could
no,
do that as
no,
well.
no.
If it's just the face,
You'll
it's not gonna be a
summon
pro.
You'll summon
Okay,
the bear.
now let's let me see shirts. What's a really dumb shirt? I'm gonna go with tank top.
See, I thought you were gonna like name an obscure band.
I mean, I could make it a band shirt. I could make it Grong Grong if you really want to.
Because I was tempted to say like I love Walt Disney or.
Oh, I'm trying to think what bands wrote songs giving the middle finger to Disney. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Anyway, now that we have that out of the way, let's see here. How do we want to start? I think I'm going to wait to do the face, actually. Also, let me just... There we go. Just so it's not glaringly in the way.
He was on his way to Disneyland.
When a deer ran out the road.
He crashed and he was impaled.
Actually,
And
you know
now-
what? You know what? Rather than a deer, it's like I Know What You Did Last Summer, where it's like a bunch of teenagers, because this is a slasher. Or it's like a bunch of teenagers coming back from the petting zoo. I don't know.
There was a bunch
And
of
they stole a deer.
teenagers having sex on the road in a form of protest, and he ran.
Yeah, the annual Orlando County orgy was taking place, and
Oh. And now he's out for revenge with his lawn darts. Oh, his metal lawn darts that are illegal.
have you seen like the safe versions? They're lame. Not nearly as fun. Like honestly, the element of danger is what makes it fun. That's why I liked playing Stump in college. Which, if people don't know what Stump is, it is a drinking game where you and several friends stand around a tree stump, and you each put a nail in, and you take turns passing around the hammer. You have to flip the hammer around, grab it, and then hit a nail with the hammer, and whoever's nail is left standing at the end of it wins.
That
And I
is
never got.
extremely unadvisable.
I mean, I didn't say it was safe to play.
For legal purposes, we do not endorse this.
Well, yeah, no, don't go play Stump. It's just saying that's something I didn't call it.
Look, we had a dumb game called Raid when we were kids. It lasted one play session for good reason.
I think the
Now, did this involve a can of Raid?
Okay, yes. Okay, listen. You remember the old Raid? You remember the old Raid commercials where like the bug would go Raid and it'd explode?
Yeah.
So we're on the schoolyard during recess, and we're swinging as high as we can. And the joke is, or the game is, it's not really a game, but you swing as high as you can, and you scream, "Raid!" and you
Wait,
jump
wait,
off.
wait, wait, wait. Did you were you playing with a cane of Raid on the playground?
No,
I was gonna say.
there is no real actual like connection here. It's just dumb kid stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So you swing as high as you can, and you scream "Raid!" and you jump out, and you're supposed to land on your feet, and everybody laughs. Well, one kid named Michael, he I don't know, I guess he decided to try and do a somersault or
Of
something in
course,
the
his
air.
name
And
was Michael.
he landed on like his right arm behind his back,
Ooh.
and we didn't
that
play that game
hurts.
anymore. Yeah, he broke his arm.
Yeah, I bet. I bet he did.
We didn't play Raid anymore.
Oh, that's right. He's impaled with a stop sign through his chest.
It was one of those times where you realize like, oh, we're kids, we're dumb.
Oh yeah, no, I had a lot, man. I learned a lot of hard lessons as a kid, like don't stick a curling iron to your face that your mom has plugged in the bathroom. Don't chase your sister around the house in socks, otherwise you're gonna slide and hit your head in the corner of a table.
Don't run full speed at a metal bed frame.
Actually, don't run full speed at a metal wire either. But yeah, that too.
Check for barbed wire before playing full contact to capture the flag in your Boy Scout troop.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Check for cactuses before anything in a Boy Scout
I
troop.
don't think I gotta worry about that where I live, but poison ivy
yeah.
definitely. Poison
Yeah,
ivy's a
where we live,
motherfucker.
cactus, yucca, scrub oak. We get all.
I mean, we definitely have like those sorts of nettle plants that will just make you itch and burn for an hour or several. So
Yeah.
that's about as on par with the cactus. I just had a horrible idea for the pants that I cannot do on stream, but it's funny. My wife watched the Ed Gein series they did recently. For people that don't know who Ed Gein is, he's a true crime character who
Bully Snake says a glass peanut butter jar will bounce exactly once. Continue.
there's exhibits of that. Oh god.
Okay, so Ed Gein.
So Ed Gein was essentially he is the inspiration besides a bunch of like serial killer horror movie stuff like Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Basically, he was this guy in Wisconsin who he only killed 2 people, but the main thing that he's known for is his really out of the box arts and crafts that he got up to. And by that I mean he grave robbed and made things, which I'm just gonna say one of those things on stream, and it's only 2 words: nipple belt. Anyway, so yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But my wife watched this series, and it's just so funny because of course they just play it up and stuff where it's like that's kind of the fun thing about getting into true crime stuff is you just kind of learn about these people, and it's just like you can just see how much they just play up the shit they did when really we should just be laughing at these people because they're pathetic creatures and we shouldn't make them seem scary because then that just encourages other people. But that's a whole other conversation. That's already at work boots. But yeah, it's they just made it like way more crazy. I mean, honestly, the craziest part, which I don't even know if they really got into how much they got into with it in the show. I didn't see it, but just like the stuff that he had in his house was the stuff that really made him famous. But yeah, that's the kind of world my brain's in half the day listening to true crime stuff.
Oh,
Bully
God.
Snake here. Truth is way more fucked up than fan fiction.
Oh boy, is it.
I don't want to hear you say shit like that, like half a week before we're supposed to, stay together for a while.
Andy, I only will stare over the bed for like an hour. Don't worry about it.
First of all, Andy, you know I'm safe to live with, as I know you're safe to live with. Crispy is the only one we have to keep an eye on, because I can vouch for Jaden.
Would you firm me? I'd firm me.
If you try to furb Jaden, you're going to find out what 6'5" and 300 pounds can do.
You know what? I've always wanted to know what it's like to be in the WWE.
Jaden's a wonderful guy.
I'm sure. I am definitely bringing a cursed Furby. I won't tell you what it is, but it's definitely coming.
I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Yeah.
Honestly, my only problem with bringing one is, like, they're literally, like, super expensive, and I don't want one getting lost or
God, Crispy! God,
What?
how fast can you get one that can make the loudest gunfire sound you can make?
Oh my god, I would love...
I want you to present this to
hold-
Tex, and then it opens its eyes, looks at him, and goes, BAM!
Hold on. Wait. I'm looking... I just give me a minute. I'm looking up because I just googled Loud Furby, and I want to see what the results are.
Wait, no, it.
Literally one of the first posts is, like, asking about how to make them quieter. That's so funny. Meanwhile, we're like, what if we make it louder?
Also,
Yep.
you've been quoted, Crispy.
Oh, have I now?
Look at the chat.
Oh god.
Right.
This is Whacker keeps threatening to, like, come to my funeral and just read, like, the life story of Crispy to my family, and I'm just like, I will sit up out of the coffin and suplex you if you do that. I will come back from the dead as a fucking revenant.
So, Crispy, I am going to give you the one warning I gave everyone last year with us staying in the house, and my current medication should prevent this. That's always a good way to start a sentence.
Yeah,
But,
I feel real reassured
yeah,
now.
just do be warned that I am potentially a sleepwalker. So,
I mean,
if you see
it wouldn't
me
be
in
the
middle
first
of
time I woke up with a friend in my bed and that wasn't there when I went to sleep, but...
Well,
he only
so
punched me in the
chances
head once when I was asleep.
Chances are, Free Sips asks Diggs. No, that's a signpost, although it could be a straw or a water pipe. No, the warning is just in case, like, you hear a very loud bump in the middle of the night. That's probably me in an unfamiliar space walking into a wall.
You're just course correcting like a Roomba, I gotcha.
Yep. Well, I'll be awake then.
I would hope so, if you run headfirst into a wall, that snaps you out of it, but, you know. Oh, that's right. Shit, what shape is deer crossing signs? It's so weird how... I'm sure there's an actual design reason why certain signs are the way they are, but it's just so funny how different many signs...
I thought they were triangle, but
oh, they're diamond.
In response to your comment, a comment about suplexing Whacker, Mercury says, probably not the worst thing Whacker has seen the dead do.
Yeah, I mean, he's a necromancer, so he's probably made them do worse.
Bully Snake says, I think Tex proposed Loud Furby after learning about Long Furby. 45 Magnum.
I just took the Furby thing and ran with it. That's the problem. It's like, we have Loud Furby, but we can make it worse. You know that meme video of the guy just, like, screaming during a certain act? Like,
no.
just make that the Furby noise.
I want a Furby that'll vomit out like viscous green liquid.
Actually, I do like Slimer Furby. That's great.
That sounds like a Nickelodeon toy. Rimward Herald says, I've returned with Coke. Isn't this good? And Mercury Alpha proposes sleep prancing and clogs. Well, you must remember, if I prance as a horse, I in fact have hooves to begin with. Turbinator 2, Furby back in time.
They got those toys recently that's very 90s. It's these ninjas that, like, their arms and legs can come off and, like, ooze will, like come out because they got chopped off. Yeah, it's like a toy commercial. I'm like, this is 90s as hell.
Yeah, we need more gory toys and battle damage. Battle damage!
Dude,
it wasn't much as
Dino damage!
Oh, we watched, Do you remember like the Scooby Doo movies where it's like Scooby Doo and Zombie Island, like Scooby Doo and the Alien? Like we watched the Alien one the other night, and it was like they in the one scene it's like you have the fake security like MPs, and they pull out like actual like 1911 looking guns, and I was like, man, when was the last time you saw actual firearms in like a cartoon? You know. It was just
Usually it's lasers.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like usually it's like lasers and stuff these days, which it's fine, but it's nice to see sometimes.
I just thought of something. Like, imagine in 200 years where laser guns have like greatly replaced, chemical propellant guns, right? Like, when people think gun, they think laser gun. They don't think of a rifle or something like that. It's like, laser, pew pew. And so, because, they don't want the kids to get the wrong idea, cartoons in like 200 years, they start using like slug throwers.
That'd be funny. Just like we've come full circle.
You can't show a laser gun in kids show. They'll get the wrong idea.
Yep.
But
I just thought of the fucking whitest kid you know nail gun skit when you said that.
I thought of the third movie I want to show you, Crispy.
Yeah?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
I've actually seen that, but I will watch it again.
No. Well, shit, because I want when the troll shows up, I want to say, look, it's Whacker!
Dude, I drew that, don't you remember?
I know, that's right.
Yeah. Also, he's getting Mickey Mouse gloves because it feels appropriate.
Well, I tell you what, I really want to I need to find a video that does like a quick rundown of the Gargoyles series, and then I want to show you the episode where one of them finds out about gun safety.
Now, is it the easy way or the hard way?
I'm not gonna say.
Because I have a thought as to how it could go.
I'm gonna say this is a Disney cartoon, Crispy. But
that doesn't reassure me. I've seen some crazy shit in Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I'm not gonna make the reference because it's just like a really fucked up scene. But
I'd also want to show
Tiger
you
King.
I'd also wish I could show you like 3 episodes from the animated Batman series.
I watched that. I mean, I've watched.
I want to show you like the tragic one.
So the Mr. Freeze one.
I think
definitely.
the 3 they would be like. Oh yeah, Mr. Freeze, Clayface, and I think Two-Face is probably one of the more tragic ones.
Oh yeah,
There's
well
also
yeah.
The one that always got me because it sort of gives you an idea of who Batman really is in that series, which is why I think that's also one of the superior Batman series. Which is the one where they have the weird epidemic's not the right word, but epidemic of like children robbing people, and he has to go down into the sewers to find out that it's like this guy that's basically stolen children and made them thief.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I remember that
doing
one.
this like Rat King sort of thing, and it's the moment when he realizes that all these children are looking at him and they're terrified because, of course, there's a man dressed like a fucking bat beating the shit out of villains in a sewer, and then he realizes what's going on. He takes pictures of them as evidence and then says, "I'll be back soon. I'm going to go deal with the animal that did this to you." And there's just like that, ugh. It's the way he says animal. It's like, oh, he's taking this personally.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day,
there's just so much. There's so much from that series. Like,
yeah.
I think it'd be good to watch the one where it's the actress that doesn't get old, like she's perpetually a little girl.
Oh, the baby doll.
Yeah,
I said that. Yeah, I know the scene you're talking about. That's such a good.
When she's smashing the mirrors.
Yeah, like that, and the whole of the DCAU back in the day had so many good episodes. Like I just remember so many good Justice League episodes. Like One in
right.
particular was in the later series where it was the one general like takes this super soldier drug and becomes this like monstrous creature, and he's like trying to, because he wants to like fight Superman, and he ends up going to this like parade where all the like essentially like all these background characters, heroes are at, and it just turns into a really interesting look at like it just takes a really interesting look at certain aspects of things going on in that era, you know, just like
Jason
about
Todd
security and freedom and things.
Jason Todd is introduced during animated series, but way later on in it during the budget change.
Yeah.
Ramshackle. I think my favorite moment and it's not the deepest moment. There are plenty of deep moments that lead up to this. It's kind of diminished without those deep moments, but you see all the effort Superman puts into being Superman, that Batman puts into being Batman, and part of that is them obeying their consciences rather than their instincts or their impulses.
Yeah.
And so after, seeing an entire series of that, and you get to the big finale, and Superman's fighting Darkseid, and it's Darkseid after he's fused with, what's his name, Brainiac, and they've evacuated the entire city, and then Superman just kind of gets this little bit of smile, this grin that you don't usually see him have.
I love that scene.
And Darkseid's just like, "What's so funny, Man of Steel? All my life, everything has been like cardboard and tissue paper. I have to be careful to not rip someone's arm off with a handshake or destroy a building by closing a door. I don't have to worry about that right now." And then he just slams into Darkseid at full force and is like, oh, we get to see full Goku mode.
That was so great. It's just like, oh, he fucked. And then my favorite part is later in that, where Lex just shows up in a suit, and it's just, I love that part too. He's like, I had to go get my power suit, and it's just like, and then he just fucking saves the day in like the most Lex Luthor way possible. Like, oh man, that was such a good. All those cartoons were so good. Bruce. That's one of the reason like I fell in love with Bruce Timm, and he's one of my favorite artists. Which for people that don't know, that Bruce Timm is the illustrator who is essentially the sort of art style behind the DCAU. I've got a book of his on my shelf, albeit more of his pinup work than super stuff. Yeah,
I've heard that. I heard that he gets a little bit like on the naughty side.
I will say this: it's some very nice work. Like
I mean,
very yeah.
But he is the one that I think created a Poison Ivy.
Yeah, and Harley Quinn as well.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn got her start in the DCAU. But I would like to actually get one of the books that goes into the art and everything that wasn't the animated series, but I think the last time I looked, they were really expensive. Maybe it would be different now, but yeah, that's just an expensive book from the last time I remember. Which sucks, because I would love to just have like so many different art books.
What are his pants made of?
I thought you said human skin.
No, I said the belts of his victims. The human skin's fine. The human skin's fine. We're too late.
I thought you said pelts of his victims. Wow.
No, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. But add like a belt that's like a big belt, like a Final Fantasy belt.
The WrestleMania belt.
Almost every villain in that show is like tragic, except Joker. Like,
no, even the Joker's a bit tragic.
I don't know. I can't think of any reason why to sympathize that.
I mean, if we're going off of his origins with the killing joke, but no, it's. I mean, there's that one episode where you really see like his and Harley's relationship and how she's like head over heels for him and he just doesn't care. You know,
there is. I wasn't big on the Harley Quinn show because it just like felt like it was an excuse to do Rick and Morty with Batman characters.
It really did, yeah.
But there are good scenes from it, and one of them is the one where Ivy and Riddler finally get through to Harley Quinn that she, like, the Joker is will never love her, and that she needs to stop wasting her time on him.
Yeah. I also like the scene where he pulls off Bruce Wayne's mask, and he's like,
Where's my
I put in
goddamn
money.
Bruce?
Where's my goddamn car? Alright, let's see. I think he's coming along nicely here.
All right, so is he? What do you guys think? Do you think he's undead, or
No, he just survives some shit and decides he's gonna inflict it on everyone else.
Yeah, you know, like any sort of slasher villain. It's like Jigsaw.
so kind of like Michael Myers? Like he's not undead. He's just like he's too tough to be.
I don't know. They kind of turned him into like an undead tulpa later on, just considering the shit he survives, and then the way they kind of imply it in the one newer movie.
Oh,
So there's that webcomic I read occasionally that I occasionally send you guys stuff from, Oglorious Cracked Out Wall Kitten.
Oh, I thought it was Olgath.
And so it's like, if Lois from Family Guy tried to sleep with me, I'd be like, alright. But if Marge from The Simpsons tried to sleep with me, I'd be like, what's going on with you and Homer, and what do I have to do to fix it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, that is bizarrely wholesome for how unwholesome it is.
you're sleeping with another man, Marge. Oh.
Why is Kermit the Frog giving marriage advice?
No, that's my bad Homer, I guess. Oh, Marge.
Oh.
That's fine.
And now I'm just picturing a fusion of Kermit the Frog and Homer Simpson.
So, Homer Simpson, but with weebly arms.
Yeah.
Why?
The reactor is is gonna go fallout. Way.
Oh, they have their... Yeah, okay.
Sam Eagle would be Mr. Burns.
If you guys will excuse me for 1 second, I have to hit Whacker with some Charlemagne humor.
Please
No.
It's like, you are literally not Roman! You are not even descended from the Romans! You are Germanic barbarian LARP against the Roman Empire! Cuts to the Holy Roman Emperor. Pope said so.
do.
Let's see. TK says hello. Hello.
Oh.
Animated series had the most sane Catwoman in the entire franchise. Yes. Well, it would... Okay, so that's an interesting question, Ramshackle. Basically, you would have to conclude that both still end up the same moral characters unless you're trying to, like, go dark and edgy with it. So it would be if the one whose parents were murdered in front of him had superpowers. Whereas on the other one is the one who was raised wholesomely became the one who puts on a mask and does everything as a mortal.
I'm sure they've done that. They showed like the Kent not blah. The Waynes found while driving through Smallville. They found the crashed ship of.
So Clark has resurrected
Yeah.
Waynes.
Yeah, and he's basically Batman, but he could fly and super strength.
It's an interesting question, though it does run into some problems. You would have to come up with a mechanism by which the enraged 10-year-old doesn't just immediately start enacting justice with Superboy powers.
And to be honest, like Batman,
I'll be honest. the
Bruce
whole-
Wayne is raised by the Kents. Like he becomes Batman because of his absolute crazy want for justice. So like he'd probably be a really, really, really good reporter, but he probably wouldn't have the skills that he has as he is now because he didn't have like 20 years in a Tibetan monk or something like that.
Although there's an implication that Batman is unusually smart, so it would be a journalist with a
autistic.
much higher IQ than, say, like Clark. And Clark's no slouch. He's very clearly a smart guy, but he's not that.
Well, he's supposed to be super intelligent, but the problem is, it's like The problem with Superman is like he's too powerful. He's got that Goku problem. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, he could pull planets, and probably a galaxy. He can just do whatever he wants.
It's what
I'm just
liking
gonna say
about
this.
my adventure.
I haven't seen the new Superman, but from what I hear about it, I like the fact that they're kind of
You cut out.
going in like a positive, hopeful direction with that, because I feel like that's more of like what Superman should sort of be, because he's always sort of been this Boy Scout, you know. I get the fun of exploring the whole what if Superman was evil thing, but it just at a certain point it just gets so overdone, I guess.
Yeah, now I understand what if Superman made errors, what if Superman has temptations or even failing moments, but not what if Superman is evil. Like
I actually like the Superman Red Sun storyline idea, where it's like what if Superman landed in the Soviet Union, and it's interesting because you still get that sort of like character of Superman and him trying to be like the moral Boy Scout, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term.
High ground.
But it's the Soviet fucking Union.
From a Soviet perspective.
Like,
and if Stalin had raised him.
Yeah, he was raised by Stalin, and spoiler alert, doesn't end well for Stalin.
He killed Stalin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kills Stalin, becomes the leader of the Soviet Union.
So the other thing there is, with Superman, the interesting way that I've seen was the way that they started doing it with My Adventures with Superman, which is told from Lois and Jimmy's perspective primarily. And one of the things that they do...
Oh, it's told from Lois's perspective, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. One of the things that they do go over is it's a younger Superman who isn't as experienced with his powers yet. And so it's like, what if, Superman, or what would it be like to actually live with this person? So there's moments where they're having conversations, and just in the middle of the conversations, like, 1 second, zooms out the window, about 2 or 3 seconds later returns, sorry, there was a cat stuck in a tree.
Oh, so she knows he's Superman.
This is after she figures out he's Superman. That's several episodes in. But then there's also, like, Jimmy comes home and, Clark's super hearing has just gone off for the first time, and now he can't stop hearing people needing help throughout the city. So he hasn't slept in, like, 72 hours, and you see dozens of empty coffee cups, and he's just tweaking out. And so it's like, oh, Superman poorly slept on a caffeine high. That's actually kind of terrifying.
At least it's not meth. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So it's like he's still a good person. He's just not fully competent at being Superman yet.
An alternate universe where Superman is down bad.
Oh my god.
He busted it down sexual style. What?
There's one of the things about that one though is because it was done by an Eastern studio art-wise, but it's being, written by Western studio. It means that the art is a lot more anime than is typical for the Superman franchise. And so people keep joking about, like, some of the characters having way cooler redesigns as a result, and other characters just having terrible redesigns as a result.
I mean,
don't forget to give...
What?
I was gonna say, don't forget to give his eyes that, like, pie cut out. Like that triangle cut out on the edge. Like, yeah.
I have some ideas here.
Uh-huh.
Ah. No, we need to... Yeah.
When you wish upon a star. No, that's the song. It's like what Dead Space did to Twinkle Twinkle.
I was literally just gonna say like that's definitely how it would go.
It'd be like, God, dun, dun,
that trailer.
Bully Snake, no. Read for yourself.
Considering some of the art I've seen, Bully Snake, I'm inclined to agree with that.
No!
Wow, your
What
no
the
went really good
superheroes
with the
do?
music for a
What do
second.
the superheroes do when like people start making toys and shit of them, and like selling merch of them? It's like,
Fucking get in on that shit, I hope.
I mean, I know Batman probably like he knows how to like get that, get his cut, but like I'm sure Superman wouldn't mind.
Mhm.
Subscribe to Superman's OnlyFans.
Superman
Watch as he
bath
saves
water.
stepmother stuck in the washing machine.
Wonder Woman would complain about how Wonder Woman could complain about how like inappropriate her toy looks, but it looks exactly like her.
Mercury, my tramp stamp is a musical note with a lightning bolt behind it. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, yes, you may wish upon it.
Why does Mommy? Why does Mickey have shark teeth?
Because God has abandoned us, sweetie.
Oh,
It's Mickey, what large teeth you have! Oh, the better consume my peas with, my dear. Oh,
we had to get creepy pasta with it, you know.
all properties will be consumed by the great maw of the mouse. Oh, there's a reason. There's a reason why nobody's seen Minnie for a while.
There was reading the original ending of the Bizarro timeline for Superman,
Yeah.
where as Bizarro Krypton ends up exploding, Bizarro just ends up doing the exact reverse of everything. Uh, he creates a rocket so that his son can escape, much the same way Kal-El escaped. But instead, he fires it directly into the core of the planet, so the kid is the first one to die, and then
Oh
the
my
planet
God.
explodes. It's so fucking dumb.
I love that. I can just see like the Adult Swim type cartoon where it's like in the style like that fucking Hanna-Barbera like Sea Lab style. And
Yeah.
he just shoots this kid into the planet and it's just the fucking like Aqua Teen like obviously like JPEG explosion. And he just zooms in on his face just staring blankly as the planet explodes.
Uh-oh. Did Bizarro do that? Laugh track.
Yep. Bizarro is a delightful bit of what the fuck.
You sometimes need the crazy one.
He is.
Alright. And now we do some shading.
Why like slashers almost always like pudgy guys? Like
Because they don't want to make
You
him
notice
look
that?
attractive. I don't know.
oh yeah,
People really wanted to fuck Ted Bundy.
yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to say like they're
Yep.
I mean, there are plenty of fat guys that were like. Oh, go ahead.
Ramshackle says Spider-Man OnlyFans and JJ Jameson be dropping 20s.
Give me that picture, Spider-Man.
give me pictures of Spider-Man's feet.
Does he have web toes? Is that how you know? My brother has web feet.
Does he swim better?
I'm not actually sure about that. We haven't competitively swum, but it's like, you know, sometimes you can have like a web toe or two, which is apparently a trait that he got. Thankfully, I did not get the cursed feet gene. So, I just got my charming personality, and by that I mean I'm autistic. The fucking music when I said that. Just did like the horror drop as I said I'm autistic.
When you wish upon a star,
God,
does it matter who you are?
there's gotta be like a Mickey Mouse. I know there's a like a horror game where you have to survive like a demonic Michael Jackson.
I've heard. So they made a game where it's like from the perspective of not Pooh, a Piglet, and I think he's supposed to save his friends that are captured. And because it's Piglet's perspective, everything is some kind of scary. And apparently, some people say like the game actually does freak them out a bit.
Really interesting.
Maestro is being a naughty musical cat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, he does that.
He appears and says, Storm Song. Anything from the IK multimedia product portfolio, there is a huge deal right now on several of their products. I'm like, don't tempt me, Maestro! I only have so much paycheck.
But Storm, think of all the audio files you could get.
My God.
I wonder if there's a band name called Audio Horror.
I mean, there's Audio Slave, which I've been listening to a lot this week because Chris Cornell is one of my favorite singers.
Now, to be honest, his eye's supposed to be black with the pie cut out. Like that old cartoon look. I mean, if this is how you want to do it, I'm not.
Just make him stoned. No, I kind of want to do. You'll see why I want to do this in a second, Andy.
Gotcha.
Because it's we're going full creepypasta with it. We got to make it creepypasta, But yeah, Chris Cornell is one of my favorite singers, and I was honestly pretty devastated when he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did you see that picture of like supposedly me eating a gnome?
Have you not?
So, before we continue, Moist But Crunchy, still love that name, responds with, there's a band called Armageddon Dildos.
That's incredible. That's... I would totally listen to it right now if it wasn't going to come up on stream. Then again, if we get copyright struck for that song, I feel like I could be kind of proud of that.
Bully Snick says, the only sober one in 100-acre wood is Rabbit. That's true. Mercury Alpha attempts to use my own magic against me.
Oh my god, Andy, that's fucking incredible.
These prices!
Hold on. I just need to share this on the stream real quick. Andy has sent me a delightful drawing.
Well, Whacker said, like, Crispy told me that you've been eating gnomes, and so instead of replying to him, I just drew this and threw it at him.
I think Whacker's telling falsehoods because I don't remember saying that at all.
Have you showed stream the picture I drew of you?
Oh, the Furby one?
Yeah, is it safe? Because,
I mean, I just gotta scroll up and I'm sure I'll find it.
What I mean is, like, is it okay to show?
No, I just don't know if I have it on my computer is the only thing. It's definitely on my phone, but I don't want to go digging through that, right? Well, actually, couldn't really bring that up from my phone on here, but...
Hey, Load.
It's my profile picture on Discord, so if people have seen it, that's where it's from.
So, Load, it's not Apocalypse Gym. What you've walked in on is, for Halloween, we're drawing slasher villains.
Oh, I haven't sent it to you on Discord.
I don't know what we'd call this other than, like, an affront to God, but, that's not that's not, like, out of the wheelhouse for the stuff I draw on this stream.
Piglet is forever stuck in a bad acid trip. Tigger is on meth. Eeyore is on ketamine. Pooh is on edibles. Owl is the dealer. Christopher Robin is on a trip to see all this.
So, I've
like
actually heard, those cartoon theories where, like, Angelica is, like, imagining all the kids and, like, Ed and Eddie are all the kids in purgatory and shit like that.
Dude, I have some SpongeBob
like,
videos I need to show you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some of those. They're funny. One of the earlier ones I heard was like all of the animals in the 100 Acres Wood is some form of psychopathy that Christopher Robin suffers from. Like Pooh Bear is gluttony.
The 7 deadly sins of the 100 Acre Wood.
Kinda.
Rabbit is pride.
No, Owl is pride.
Owl.
Tigger
Rabbit's
is
greed.
Pooh is lust.
Oh God, no, no, no.
No, I don't think they have
Oh.
appropriate list.
Hey man, we don't
Tigger is
know
like
what
Tigger is
Rabbit gets up
ADHD.
to.
Tigger is someone without discipline.
Yeah, Tigger. Yeah, Tigger is like ADHD. Piglet is anxiety. Well, Piglet and Rabbit are both some form of anxiety. It's like
Hmm.
Piglet is like Piglet is like childlike anxiety, and Rabbit is like adult-like anxiety. You know?
Yeah, you could say, in a simple sense, Piglet is cowardice. He's afraid of things.
Yeah.
Whereas Rabbit is like fearful of tomorrow.
Yeah. Eeyore is depression.
Yours lost
Kanga.
Little Willy.
Yeah, Kanga and Roo apparently is like he doesn't have a decent relationship with his mother, so like that's his like imagining of what a decent mother and son relationship would be.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so per load, I'm looking up Camp Counselor Jason, and this looks upsettingly like.
Oh, I
Bizarrely
know what that
wholesome.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm an adult.
It is wholesome, but it's also it's one
Now,
of those
how is
weird
wholesome
like,
spelled?
it has wholesome moments, but it also has like
Yeah, murder and shit.
Oh, I thought it was going to go in a different direction. I just.
I don't think it has a lot of murder. It's like if he was like a good guy, like if he didn't die and he keep a compassion, but he still has the mask on, but he's buffed as fuck, and all the ladies are like, oh God, he's all
Yeah, that's the kind of direction I thought you meant when you said it's got different art. I love that I just misunderstood what you said, Storm, and it's just led to this monstrosity that I'm coloring.
I was gonna call this the Necronomic Crocs, but I forgot Crocs are the shoes, like Necronomic khakis or.
I said the Dahmer dungarees earlier, so.
Dahmer dungarees. Man, at least we didn't give him a leather apron.
Oh, that's just Jack the Ripper at that point.
Jack the Ripper? A leather apron?
Well, Leather Apron was a nickname they gave to Jack the Ripper before they came up with Jack the Ripper as a nickname.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they thought the guy
apron,
that
I think,
one of the suspects, I believe, was a butcher at a certain point in the investigation. Although chances are Jack the Ripper was like, I mean, we're never going to know for sure who the hell it was at this point, but it could have been multiple people, honestly.
it could have been. By the way, the Jason X Freddy movie was pretty good in my opinion, and even though they're both bad guys, like I would root for Jason because he's more like.
I thought you were going to bring up Jason X, like Jason in Space.
No. That was a silly movie.
It really was. I watched it. It was. I mean, I like cheesy horror movies, so I liked it. But can see it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Yes. A serial killer rom-com when Freddy met Jason.
There's something about Freddy.
I remember like the scene where he's walking down the street and he kicks the guy's radio. Like originally it was going to be a dog, but the actor of Jason says Jason's a lot of things, but that's one thing he probably wouldn't do.
I could see that. I couldn't see Jason kicking a dog. I could see Jason actually having a dog as a pet, and then people kill the dog or hurt the dog, and then he goes full John Wick on their asses.
Like, to agree with you, Moist but Crunchy, I'm not much of a slasher person. I do like psychological or cosmic horror. So,
I like a bit of cosmic horror, but I do love me a good slasher movie. Like a fun, cheesy one, not one that takes itself seriously.
Yeah, like that could be fine. But like a lot of it just started to feel like Gorn after a while, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I had to tap out of that Winnie the Pooh horror movie they made because it just turned into like torture porn. And the part where Christopher Robin's getting flogged in front of his dead wife, I was just like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way, if you want to watch that movie, or if you don't.
Yeah. No, but I do like things like Event Horizon.
Oh, that's great.
Annihilation is good.
The Color Out of
The
Space.
That was a weird movie.
the Alien movies.
It- I think I came to the conclusion the other day that like Alien is my favorite horror movie.
It's a good one.
It's a fantastic movie.
First time chat
I-
from 0123 Foundry 3210. Looks like some AKA cartoon stuff. Yes, we are drawing randomized slasher villain because of Halloween.
Yes,
Welcome
we're
to
getting
WBPL
spooky with
76,
it.
legally defined as entertainment.
Yes, we played our game Build a Kaiju, but instead of a kaiju, we built a slasher for Halloween.
Yeah.
He's got work boots, a tank top, with the pants of his slain victims, and his slasher weapon are lawn darts.
So, Foundry, what you will find is that Crispy's drawing style, Crispy is the one drawing right now and currently hosting,
Hello.
is typically heavily influenced by stuff from the cartoon era. Usually Tartakovsky, but I could see why this would reek of Ed, and Eddie to you.
I'm actually kind of glad that you compared me to Tartakovsky.
Well, you've mentioned him as a major inspiration, him and Bruce Timm.
That's fair. I have, yeah, no, but it's not to say I am as good as him because my God, he's amazing. But you know,
Yeah. If this is your first time here, Foundry, this is WBPL 76. We are a variety channel and the streaming arm of the Black Pants Legion.
some
And,
find this entertaining.
Hosting right now is Crispy, one of our artists. I am Stormsong, the co-host. I'm one of the Legion's musicians, and with us is our friend Andy, who does voices.
By the way, yes, this is the Caker sisters' father.
Yeah, the
Oh
father
my
of the
God.
Keepers. Yes. Franken-Speedo, says someone.
Okay, that's a great idea for a horror movie.
Hey, UNC.
They
Just
made a
like-
new
Oh
Frankenstein
my-
movie recently, didn't they?
Oh,
Well, a couple,
when haven't
but-
they made a new Frankenstein movie? There's
Well, I
so
mean,
many-
like, the last, it's been like less than,
What I would love to see is a Frankenstein movie that actually does the original story of Frankenstein.
Well, I think the last one does because he's pretty smart. Like, the original Frankenstein was smart. He was just, kind of a psychopath.
Well, yeah, because it's the story of a child abandoned by its father / a scientist
Yeah.
shirking his ethical responsibilities.
Because,
I mean-
in the original story, he has to go to the North Pole to find Frankenstein because that's where he holed up. And he's like, I knew you'd come here, father!
Well, and also Frankenstein's the doctor. Adam is the name of the creature.
I will say, I'm not, I'm more like a fan of cheesy horror. I'm not really that big into like serious horror a lot of the time. But I'll say this much: Nosferatu is a great horror movie. I saw it in theaters. It was incredible. You know,
Do you mind if I wax poetic / philosophical on Frankenstein for a minute?
go for it.
Okay, so the common truism nowadays, and I say this is a correct interpretation, at least from how most people understand it, is that in Frankenstein, the actual monster is Victor. Like, Frankenstein is the monster, and Adam is the result of his being a terrible father. And I would say that largely this is a good interpretation for someone who's first engaging with it. However, I actually tend to come from the opinion that adults are monsters that have learned to control it. As a grown man, I have the ability to do damage to another human being, and I'm bloody well aware of it. I even have desire to do that, but I choose not to because I am, quote, a moral person, or I try to be. But there comes a time and place where the moral person would also let the monster off the chain. Parentheses, I see somebody hurting a child or something like that. Then whatever I have to do to rescue that child from that person becomes a moral act, even if it means I'm doing violence to that person. So that's an example of a monster that has learned restraint, ergo, my definition of an adult, because human beings are monstrous creatures. We are the most monstrous creature on this planet. So, my interpretation of Frankenstein is actually that it's not that Victor is the real monster. It's that Victor wasn't enough of a monster. He wasn't. He was so cowardly that he couldn't actually stand face to face with a monster and not chicken out, let alone his own son. And as a result, his son is an unguided monster.
It's an interesting way to look at it, you know.
Yeah, so Victor is the bad guy, but he actually doesn't deserve the title of monster.
That's definitely a theme that can be applied to it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, always like the idea of Frankenstein was just sort of the idea of just, you know, science run amok.
Playing God.
Yeah, because
Samurai says the real monster is our lust for goob.
yes, and this is an interesting thing that I learned. So apparently, one of the inspirations that might have been possible for Frankenstein was something that they used to do, actually, to check to see if someone was dead, which was to hook up electrodes to the body and give it a couple jolts to see if it was actually someone that, like, they would wake up, essentially. Because, man, before we decided to use the stethoscope, it was really interesting the ways that people went about trying to see if people were dead, because being buried alive was a very big fear back then. But, and regardless, it just was sort of like, you know, the idea of that, seeing that sort of visual of, like, sort of trying to revive the dead, essentially, that may have given rise to the idea of Frankenstein. And maybe this is just more coming at it from a contemporary perspective, but just the sort of idea of, like, playing God with science to sort of go against forces of nature. In this case, you know, bringing someone back from the dead like that, you know, that's definitely a major theme that's in Frankenstein. I mean, there's definitely the perspective.
Well, the creature was made of multiple people. It wasn't just one body. It was like,
yeah,
and that's
it's
true.
Also described as actually being, it's described as actually being quite a beautiful, handsome specimen, but its eyes are wrong.
Yeah. And you know, actually, and now that I think about it, one that kind of goes, a movie that kind of goes into the angle I'm thinking of, is the Lazarus Project, which I saw, and that was an interesting movie, if a little, like, weird at times, but
if you want to see like a sick version of this is crap. Here, go ahead. Let me try and remember why.
What was it? Oh yeah, like just
Foundry
the whole
said-
idea of like pushing the bounds of human life with science. I think
This Florida guy uses the green goop to bring like flesh back to life, and it's like it's
Reanimator?
really horrible. Yeah, Reanimator.
Yeah, based off of Herbert West Reanimator by H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
And Foundry says, I want a Franken-Kitty. UNC says, Frankenhooker?
Well, there's also
that movie's
Frankenpoop.
great. Fucking Frankenhooker, man. I haven't thought of. I saw that movie before. That one's.
Well, Box, the answer to that is the good old, how did my grandpa put it? There's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole.
Yeah, or in a plane crash.
Now, that's not a statement against atheists specifically, but more an idea that, like, we are naturally wired to seek out for the supernatural, especially for aid. And we are wired to see horrors in the dark no matter how reasonable we are. You could be the most reasonable person in the world. Move into a new house in a dark basement and watch a horror movie the first night, you're going to scare yourself shitless.
Yeah,
There's no getting over our wiring.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting you bring that up because
yeah.
that is something that I like to think about sometimes. Is just the idea of, you know, the way our brains are wired to recognize things as dangerous, and you know how there's, especially when it comes to a lot of horror creatures, there's sort of like the whole thing about long, lanky creatures
Yeah, things that look inherently unhealthy or things that look deceptively
Yeah.
friendly.
And I'm absolutely sure that plenty of that is just like to do with things like rabies. Like it's
Yeah,
just sort of a thing to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
But it's,
yeah, that's
there's also the interesting what if to think about. Is just the idea of like what if that's sort of
Wait, sorry, Crispy.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Foundry, you just said 20% cooler. Are you what I think you are?
Oh my god.
Are you one of us?
Do we need to do the blood test from the thing to see if he's a brony? Is that what we're doing?
Yes. Is he one
I
of
thought
my
you were going to get on him
foes?
for saying 20% more cool.
No, 20% cooler is a meme in the brony community. But it could also just be, perchance that he said that. And to your point, Box, yeah, it's definitely still the case that a lot of us, like, quote, educate ourselves out of being scared of shit, and that definitely has an effect on movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to what you were saying, Crispy.
Oh, I mean, the thing I was going to say is just the interesting what if of, like, what if that sorts of things that are sort of in the human, I guess, psyche. I don't know, I just like to think about, like, the possibilities of there's maybe, like, a deeper parts to that where, just sort of essentially just our unconsciousness tuned with the universe in a certain ways, but that's just getting into sorts of thoughts that I have that I don't really want to get into on stream because, well, I'm just gonna say that there's times I've brought up stuff, and I'm not saying that's on Twitch or anything, just in general, where I've brought up just thoughts I've had on certain things, and I've gotten some, at worst, pushback, and at most, just like people kind of making fun of it. And I don't want to get too into the weeds on stuff if it's gonna
Well, yeah.
But I don't know. I just have interesting ways of thinking about, like, things about the universe and just the sorts of psychological, spiritual sorts of things that there could be to it. But that's just me.
Skywalker Ranch!
I mean, that's definitely part of it. Is just that, like, the idea of the... I like the idea of the collective unconscious being a sort of factor. Because... And I mean, this is just sort of an interesting thing just from looking at true crime and stuff, but the idea of a lot of times
It's
when
Whacker!
it comes to... Oh, it's Whacker. Oh, just in time.
Yes,
but yeah, no,
I
just the whole
see
thing when it
drawing
comes to...
now.
Oh yeah, we're drawing you, Whacker.
Slasher Whacker.
Yeah.
What?
Man,
Actually,
shit.
fuck it. With the time I got left, I'm gonna draw Frankenwhacker. That's what I'm gonna do. But what was it?
No, just get the picture of Frankenstein and just put the glasses and the nose on.
No, I got this, man. Don't you worry.
Remember what we did with the what was it, Butterball from the Pinhead?
Oh yeah. Oh
Hellraiser.
yeah. I had that as my profile picture for a while.
Yeah.
So on that note, we have a half hour left here, so this is not like a goodbye statement or anything, but the three of us will be out of town for the BPL meetup. So
Yes.
you will not see our streams for the next 2 weeks. Others like Rail and Cookie Mama will be filling in. So do keep watching. And of course during the meetup there will be some streams coming from the meetup, so be excited about that.
Yeah, you might see
But
some
the-
of us on those. We'll see.
But I am actually going to try to pull a brief silly moment of rank here for once you finish drawing Frankenwhacker, if we have time. And I'll explain why I'm trying to quote pull rank here, which is tomorrow's my birthday.
Ah.
I wish to pull a birthday drawing from you. It could be simple. And oh god, God's angriest chihuahua's just gotten into the basement.
What, Whacker?
No, Whacker's not angry enough to be a chihuahua.
Let's see,
Whacker just got back from the commercials. We're now drawing Frankenwhacker. Thank you, McToms.
Fire bad, damn it.
Man, shit, fire bad.
Man, shit, fire bad.
Okay, definitely needs the bolts, yeah. He looks like a Simpsons character.
It does. You do that sometimes, but that's fine. We love you.
I mean, the Simpsons have, in a way, definitely an influence in some of my drawings, so I can't really take exception to that.
Slap
that's
the
right.
cat, butt.
I was
Slapping cat on the butt. Slapping cat on the butt. Slap the kitty on the butt. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Slap the kitty on the butt. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Slap the kitty on the butt.
Na, 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 na.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Pizza time. Actually, that's what I'm having for dinner, so fuck yeah.
Pizza time! Is your name Noid? We're talking directly to you, Noid. You
Oh,
know
no.
what to do. Go in the kitchen and grab the knife.
I think you're being paranoid, Andy.
I return.
How many times has that fucking joke been made?
Yes.
Hey, you missed our conversation on the Noid while you were gone.
Hey, thank you for the happy birthday, Mr. Meatnix.
Merry birthmas. Happy Vagoose.
I will be 30 for the 9th time.
Oh, wow. 39 holding, huh?
Yep. So,
One more year and you get your warlock powers.
yep.
I'm also
but
slightly
yeah.
mad at the hair you have for being as 39. Because I worry about my hairline sometimes.
I mean, that's fair. The exchange is I can't do much of a beard. It's the Native American genes have favored me in one way, but not in the other.
I can't do a beard either.
I've got like small patches on my beard, but I don't let that stop me.
So chances are it's actually the climatization we live in, because beards and stuff like that are usually a response to extremities in the wild, and most of us live in air conditioning.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, there's Frankenwacker. So what did you want me to draw for you, Storm?
I want you to draw my cutie mark.
What is your cutie mark?
Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Is
Hold on. I know what it is.
a musical note with a lightning bolt behind it.
Yes.
Or the music note is the lightning bolt.
Yes.
We're gonna draw something really mean and hurt my feelings.
I'm definitely not going to draw a man squatting over a jar. Anyway, so you said cutie mark with music
How
note with a lightning
dare
bolt?
you? Yeah, so a music note in front of a lightning bolt, or the music bolt is the lightning, or the musical note is the lightning.
I can definitely do that. Oh,
And think of
I'm getting messages from beyond. It's whack. I'm not going to say what he sent me on stream.
But what I was going to say is, and do think of this as a logo, because I do intend to start using a logo.
Well, shit, man. If you're gonna make me have you make a logo, don't do it in like the last 5 minutes of stream.
This only needs to be concept. Only needs to be concept. We'll do the proper logo later. We'll do the proper logo.
I was gonna say I have the graphic design.
I'll even pay you for the proper logo.
Would you pay me? I'd pay me. Would you commission me? I'd commission me. Draw me like one of your French girls.
Yes, it is my holy tramp stamp.
Nah, that's.
Wacker says, joke's on you. You only get arthritis when you hit 40. Parentheses, ask Andy.
Nah, joke's on you. I got fucked up elbows. I'm gonna get it early.
Draw you like one of my French girls. You mean stinky and hairy?
Oh, that's so mean.
Oh, it's so mean.
Draw me you like one of my French horses. Yes, I'm a Chevalier de Bordeaux.
This music sounds like it's out of Halo when you're fighting the Flood. I have an idea for this. I just need to think about it for a moment.
Oh.
Yes. Dude, I will unironically listen to Halo's soundtrack any day.
I mean, I was watching a reaction of people listening to the BFG from Doom, and I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. So, you guys got the notice that we're doing movie night tomorrow night for my birthday, right?
Oh yeah, that is tomorrow night. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. What do you want to watch?
So it's an anime film. It's, you know that anime series I've talked about, Gigege no Kitaro?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Bible Black. No.
No, heavens no. Anyways, it's the movie for that series, and it's the best way I could describe it, because it's a little unusual for the series, actually. And it's not actually Studio Ghibli, so when I say this, understand I'm just making comparison. But imagine if Studio Ghibli did A Shadow over Innsmouth by H.P. Lovecraft.
I'm fucking here for it.
Yep. So, Lovecraftian horror, Japanese folk elements, and Japan during the 1950s, i.e. the Reconstruction era.
Japanese folk elements.
So it's interesting because of the also historical elements of the movie.
No, I'm curious to see that. That sounds like an interesting movie. Also, this is kind of what I'm thinking currently for it, but definitely needs some work. Because I kind of like the idea of the music note and the lightning bolt being the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta figure out a good way to do it. This is the fun part about logos, is just the sketching out of thumbnails and shit.
Yeah, because this is something that, so my rabbi's wife sets up websites, and she's helping me set up my, like, personal artist page. And she said,
God, I need
get
to
a
do
logo.
that myself.
Yeah, she said, get a logo. I demand a logo. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I need to do that myself. I've been wanting to. It's same with, like, I need to make myself cards, but business cards, but I get too perfectionist about it and also distracted. I'm bad at keeping on task sometimes because I get in the weeds with other stuff.
Oh, Foundry, a fellow of the Tiny Hat Wearing Brigade. Parentheses, an Ashkenazi Jew.
Oh, I was thinking, like, what kind of clan online is that?
Yes, it's Dave Zero.
Hi, Dave.
Box curses us with the knowledge that Baby Shark is basically Beethoven. Yes, it is.
Why? Why must you hurt me this way? I try to forget that it exists.
Because one day, Crispy, you will have to gain the same powers as Whacker. You will
I
have
get
to
old
become,
and shit myself?
dun, 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 a father. Dun, 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 dun.
Over my dead vasectomy. The bloodline ends with me.
If you get a vasectomy, we're just gonna clone you.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what I need. I'll be like the Arnold of Dr. Moreau. I'm a little homunculus of myself.
Cruel but good word use.
Homunculus.
Hey kid, I'm homunculus.
Stop all the cloning. Pork chop sandwiches.
No, sir, I cannot.
Oh, that's right. So, like, if you eat pork, do you, like, dissolve into dust like the mummy, or is it, like...
No, I just become ritually unclean for the remainder of the next 24 hours and should not approach the Torah.
Man, only 24 hours? Man, that's lucky.
The entire... You have to remember that the kosher laws, they're not like, oh, if you do this, you're sinning. It's if you flaunt them and just ignore them all the time. What they are is, oh, you are now unclean, parentheses, in the Bronze Age, you run the risk of carrying a disease with you. You have touched a dead body, you are unclean for the next week, you must separate yourself from the rest of the tribe and then wash.
Oh, I can see, like, the the ritual being
Or-
like the reasons for stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah. And so we maintain it more also as a matter of meditation and ritual as well, and then also because it is, in fact, a commandment. Um, but it's also understood like life, the preservation of life is the higher commandment. So, like, if I'm about to die, eat the fucking ham sandwich and deal with
Eat the
that.
Twinkie.
Yeah. So it's like breaking kosher is not the end of the world, but if I like stopped practicing kosher altogether and I flaunted it all the time, then that would be bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also,
But,
I'm
like,
wondering if
say-
a treble clef might be good for this. Now I'm just
Look,
not.
so like if
not
somebody
thinking.
made dinner for me and they didn't realize and they accidentally put something porky in it, I would eat it because that's family. They didn't mean to. I'm not going to have them waste food. I consider wasting meat to actually be a literal sin because something died to make that. So yeah, that's how that works.
That sounds
Eat
like
the
so much.
bacon, Shinji.
Eat the bacon. I just like the idea of Shinji's father force feeding him a baconator. Just, oh.
That's especially funny to me because back when we were edgy and younger,
No,
Evangelion
that doesn't
was
seem
my
possible.
Evangelion was my rabbi's favorite anime. And nowadays he's like, I'm not a teenager anymore. But
That's
the
fair.
idea of eat the bacon Shinji is just hilarious to me with
You
that.
just send it to him, see what he says.
Octavia. Yeah, no, you are in the right realm of existence.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's like I'm just trying to figure out the best way to combine these two things together. Because I definitely think that's more interesting than just doing one over the other. But at the same time, though, looking at music notes, it's also, in layman's terms, a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah. It's
Logo
hilarious
design
to
is
me
like
how
an-
many people don't know how to.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this, and maybe part of it is just me projecting, but logo design is a lot. You don't realize how much that shit goes into that.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I can guarantee you the
Yeah.
guy that came up with the Nike swoosh, that took him, like, a long time to figure that out.
Okay, so I have a website I go to when I want to play Tetris. It has Tetris on it for the browser for free, and occasionally some advertisements show up, and they're weird, and that's fine. I usually expect the cheap like shovelware games that people make and stuff like that, and it's like it just offered me a test to see if I was gay, and it's like, if I need your online quiz to tell me that, then I am dreadfully unaware of my own personality.
I was gonna say, it's like, I feel like,
Like-
you know.
Yeah, like
Also, why do you need a personality test like that? Just go on Pornhub.
yeah, yeah, you can find out very quick and for free.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this gives me a boner. I guess I'm into this.
It might be, I don't know. Anyways, moving on to a different subject. I just thought it was stupidly hilarious that there would be a test for that.
That is
Like-
a bit silly, yeah, I agree.
That is something that you learn about yourself. Don't take tests online to find that
No,
out.
just don't. It may take a bit. You definitely figure it out eventually. One way or
Yeah.
another. Or you figure out you don't want either. That's also fine too. Yeah, I kind of have the idea of maybe combining this with a treble clef somehow too, but
Why hasn't the
know.
Legion registered side to Cornhub? Oh my god, he's right.
Corn Hub.
I imagine it's asking me that because I watch so much anime.
Probably.
I get some weird results from the internet.
I do too, but sometimes I'm like, I think I know why I'm getting this result.
Foundry, you naughty, naughty little fool.
I really hate that you said the words naughty little fool, because that just... Ugh. Okay. I think this is getting places here. I just feel like it needs I don't know. This is definitely one of these things my brain's going to be thinking about for a while, but that's just how I am.
Yeah, and we can work with it more later.
Yeah, no, I
No,
figured as
okay,
much.
no, Fox, no, do not encourage this.
What are we encouraging?
Read the last 3 comments.
Hold on. I'm not looking at you. Oh, God.
You are truly naughty, naughty little boys.
Crispy!
Yeah, Andy.
I want you to share something.
Okay. I hope it's not related to what was just discussed in chat.
I call it the Gorm.
Hold on. Let me see this.
Damn it, Fox.
Whacker, I'm not doing that on stream. Oh, wow. I will share this on stream. Andy did a wonderful picture of Whacker.
That's not Whacker, that's the Gorm.
Oh.
And also, Fox, you have proven to be ungovernable. You have followed my orders to the T.
Become ungovernable shit pant.
My favorite one was, it says, somebody paints a huge sign, like a graffiti of spread anarchy, and below it somebody else writes, "Don't tell me what to do."
Oh, I love that one. Or the one where it's like question everything, and underneath it it's like why.
I'm gonna post a Gorm in the Legion. Let's see what happens.
2 Gorms, 1 cup.
Oh god, no, this is quickly devolving. Back to the music note.
Back to MTV. This week on 16 and Pregnant.
Oh god. MTV.
Is MTV still around? Like, I genuinely don't know. I don't really watch TV.
Oh, it's still around.
Is it still shit?
43 years later, celebrating 4 years of music videos.
You don't have to be right so loudly, Storm. Think of those poor brainless executives that are out of ideas. That have to go home to their wives that are definitely having an affair and tell them they didn't come up with a fall season pilot.
I mean, there you go. MTV is shuttering all but its main channel in the UK. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, most channels are starting to go the way of the dodo.
Yeah, streaming has definitely taken over, for better or worse. Definitely.
I remember when MTV came out and it showed the video of Dire Straits, and that was wonderful because it was the first 3D music video we've ever seen, and we've
Why do you sound like
lost
David
our minds.
You sound like David Lynch. It's great.
Look at them yo-yos. That's the way to do it.
Andy,
You play the
Andy, have
guitar
you
MTV.
Andy, have you watched Twin Peaks?
My sister and her friend were watching it, and like I was sitting there as a baby watching it. And the one scene I remember was like they were in a bedroom, and they get scared, and all of a sudden they zoom in, like they show the bed, and all of a sudden they zoom in on this one part, and it's like this red man like hunched in a corner.
Yeah,
and
that's
we all
Bob.
scream. We all scream
yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, that's Bob.
And she also liked to play the intro music on the piano.
That music, that intro music is great, actually. And I think I've probably said this before on stream, but that's the music that my wife walked down to the aisle at our wedding to. Because we love Twin Peaks. I'd be curious to see you watch, like, an actual, like, at least, like, the first episode, because it is a series. I'm not expecting us to watch the whole thing next week, but... Yeah, look at that, Storm.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And like the lightning bolt will be like yellow, and little blue sparks will be coming off it.
Oh yeah, we could definitely add more to it then.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
No, that's solid. That is exactly
Right
what I'm looking for.
Yeah, my degree at work, baby.
Ninja Turtle
don't
says,
use-
"Man, shit."
man. Shit.
Hi, Ninja. You are just in time to see Crispy start the concept sketch for my logo.
Yes, I'm making a logo. We've had quite a stream. We've drawn Frankenwecker, and we've also drawn a build
And
your
I
own
drew-
serial slasher.
I drew something too.
You do several things, Andy.
It's the Gorm. He likes that.
That's me when I wake up in the morning. I definitely, you know that. I think it's the one meme from Ren and Stimpy where it just shows like the dude's face, and it's like that sort of Ren and Stimpy painting style. It's like
Yeah.
I relate to that face some
I think
mornings.
it's called hyper realistic.
Yeah, that's it. Hyperrealism in a cartoon. But yeah, there's some mornings I wake up, I'm like, oh god.
Alrighty, so it's 4:20, 4:21
Blaze
now.
it. Yeah, it's getting close to the end of stream here. I'm just kind of doing a little bit, so we got some time yet.
Actually, Gorm is based off of the blobfish in a way.
Oh, I could definitely see that. Let's see. Actually, I did want to look at. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm looking at music notes and stuff here, and I think I gotta have it like, yeah, like sort of like that come down. I want to say, because they tend to have like this overhang to them.
I believe it's called an umlaut.
Yeah, something like that. I thought it was a
Um,
treble.
So,
I'll do it in cursive.
so that symbol you just added is what takes it from being what you have there is a quarter note. That would make it an eighth note.
Oh, I know the difference between a quarter and an eighth, sir.
What's a 16th note?
No,
Then
it's
you would have 2 lines under it.
tedious. That's what a 16th note is.
Is there a 32nd note?
No,
Yes, there
God,
is.
why?
Yeah. And then there's the ever elusive 64th note.
What about the 69th note?
I mean, if you're wanting to do some Tool shit, yes.
My God, he's
I was
playing with
listening to Tool
120th
earlier.
note.
For a 69th note, you would need some unusual timing stuff.
And I
'Cause you're
got.
talking-
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, because at that point you're talking about. We usually work in 4s and 3s in music notation, with some exceptions, and in very weird cases, 5s and 7s.
Huh. What about
But
3s and 7s?
yeah, no, I'm just saying that like we tend to break stuff down into easily countable systems.
No, I'm more just saying that because that's the Queens of the Stone Age song, is 3s and 7s.
Oh, wow. Something 6-7 Gen Alpha humor something.
It's Era Vulgaris. Actually, that's a really good Queens of the Stone Age album. Anyway.
But yeah. So with all that in mind,
You know, actually, now that I think about it, maybe it's better if I just keep it just what I had, because looking at the other notes and stuff, I think it's starting to look like a horse leg. So, yeah, I'll just have to keep playing around with it, because, well, that's just... I'll be honest, if you guys saw my sketchbooks, it is just, like, so many just repeated scribbles of different sketches and thumbnails, just so I can figure shit out. I remember one time in college, my professor said your sketchbook should look like a tome of madness, and I've kind of lived my life that way when it comes to sketching out ideas.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Sensible, desirable, understandable even.
Ford. Sensible, desirable Ford. Eared. Yeah, I think... Yeah. This is the fun thing about logo design, is you can, like, do the slightest tweaks to it, and it can completely change a logo.
Crispy's sketchbook is also filled with a rare bluebird. Boundary was saying that his sketchbook is full of boobies.
Oh, I do have a fair bit of that in some of them. Actually, let me see.
We're not putting that on stream.
No, not that. I'm just saying. Let me see, because I think I do have actually scanned pages of my sketchbooks. Let me see if I can. Yeah, just to give people an idea. I'm having brain stroke.
Crispy puts the sketch in sketchbook. Okay, Foundry. I'm gonna ask you to just peel it back a step. Just peel it back.
Yeah. And to give people an idea, it kind of gets to levels like that with my sketches. These are actually older sketches from college, but you get the idea.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. I actually tend to sketch in pen just because, for one, it doesn't smudge like pencil does, and it kind of makes you just commit. Also, it just feels kind of nice. I've gotten really used to doing pen at this point.
Actually, a neat trick with the smudges on your drawing paper is like you erase immediately around the drawing itself so that it highlights it with the smudge as a dark backing.
Oh yeah, I mean I've definitely done a bit of smudge. Like I've sketched with like pastels and like charcoal and stuff, so I definitely get that. I do also kind of do more elaborate sketches too, so. I've actually got a specific sketchbook for the comic project I'm slowly working on that I'm putting together. But anyway, I think we might just as well call it a little bit early, just because I think I'm at a good spot with this logo, and I don't want to keep tweaking it because then I might end up taking it in a direction I don't like. But at any rate, thank you everybody for joining us today. Again, sorry stream got off to a little bit late of a start today, but I had some things to do, so...
Understandable.
At any rate, though, thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you again in 2 weeks when we should be back to our regular scheduled programming. Till then, y'all have a good one.
And we'll definitely not be replaced by pod people!
And remember,
Hello,
turkey bacon's the best bacon.
humans.